Royal rift claim blown wide open as Meghan felt at home in cottage where Kate feud began. A royal rift claim appears to have been blown wide open as the story that Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton's feud started over Nottingham Cottage has been contradicted by a royal biography. The Duchess of Sussex has admitted that her time at her first royal residence was not a happy one, because of the sudden loss of freedom she experienced when she became a royal. However, separate to this, there have also been claims that the cottage itself was a source of friction between the Sussexes and Cambridges. The cottage, which is where Harry had been living on his own as a bachelor, was a relatively small three-bedroom home on the grounds of Kensington Palace. Royal author Tom Quinn claimed that it was a point of contention how much smaller it was than William and Kate's large apartment. He told Channel 5's documentary, Meghan and Harry, Two Troubled Years that Meghan was unhappy with the disparity. He said, Nottingham Cottage is tiny compared to the enormous double apartment that Kate and William have. It was pointed out to them in no uncertain terms that they weren't in the first division, because that place is held by William and Kate. Inevitably that led to friction. In Meghan's world, if you're determined enough, you can get to the top. But Meghan can't, she can't get to the top whatever she does. However, the book, Finding Freedom, claims Meghan was perfectly happy with Nottingham Cottage, despite its size. She reportedly felt at home in the cozy house. Co-authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand wrote, after she moved into her new home with Harry, the cozy three-bedroom Nottingham Cottage, the plans for the days ahead were shrouded in secrecy. They added, she felt at home in Notcott with Harry, she's always been able to bloom where she planted, but she hadn't moved to London to start a new job. She had moved to London to start a new life. They argued that, while the cottage was definitely small, Meghan was just thrilled to be living with Harry. Before moving to Nottingham Cottage full-time, Meghan had left clothes and a few decorative touches there, but now she had to find room for all her belongings. Her natural eye for design helped to dress up the house in her style, but there wasn't really anything she could do about the size. The authors claimed there were parts of the second floor where the drop ceilings were so low that Harry was forced to stoop to avoid hitting his head. What's more, one of the bedrooms was reportedly almost entirely taken up by Meghan's clothes. However, they said, but a little crowding was hardly a problem. After months of long distance, Meghan was thrilled to be sharing a postcode, W84PY, with her partner. This narrative of domestic bliss is a far cry from one where Meghan is kicking up a fuss about the size of their residence. In late 2018, it was announced that Meghan and Harry were leaving London and relocating to Frogmore Cottage in Windsor. They controversially spent £2.4 million of taxpayers' money refurbishing Frogmore, which they later paid back when they stepped down as senior royals. While it is possible that the size of Nottingham Cottage may have been a contributing factor, there was also more privacy at Frogmore Cottage. What's more, the escalating feud between William and Harry had led the pair to want to split their household and run separate offices. For this reason, it made sense for the couple to move away from Kensington Palace.